Hello children, a warm welcome to this session. Last session I gave 4 homework sums. Let us discuss the answer and then we will proceed into this session. The first answer. This sum deals with addition. The answer is the total number of books in the library is 33,017. I hope everyone got this answer. Yeah. The second question, which deals with subtraction. Yes. The answer is there are 7,678 boys in the school. I hope this also you got. Okay. The third one deals with multiplication and addition. So in the first step, which consists with 2 multiplication, that is you have to find 2 products. Cost of 22 tables is equal to rupees 4158 and cost of 39 chairs is equal to rupees 8425. So what is the step 2 answer? That is Ram paid rupees 12,582 to purchase the tables and chairs. Very good. The last sum, which deals with division, and you have to write your answer, that is the quotient and the remainder which will come as the answer. Okay. Each student will get 73 toffees and 33 toffees are left with Sonal. Wow, wonderful. I hope many of you got all correct answers. All the 4 sums are correct. Very good. Okay. Next, we will move on to this session. Here, in this exercise, we are going to deal with estimation. What is estimation? There are number of situations in which we do not need the exact quantity but need only a reasonable guess or an estimate. For example, while starting, how many spectators watched a particular international hockey match? We state the approximate number, say 51,000. We do not need to state the exact number. And estimation involves approximating a quantity to an accuracy required. Thus, 4,117 may be approximated to 4,100 or to 4,000. That is, to the nearest 100 or to the nearest 1,000, depending on our need. This nearest 100, nearest 1,000, nearest 10, that is rounding off all these numbers you have learned in lower classes, especially in 5th standard also you learn. Then, in number of situations, we have to estimate the outcome of number operations. This is done by rounding off the numbers involved and getting a quick rough answer. And also, estimating the outcome of number operations is useful in checking answers. Let me give an example. In the news, India drew with Pakistan in a hockey match watched by 51,000 spectators in the stadium and 40 million television viewers worldwide. See, in this example, were there exactly 51,000 spectators in the stadium, or did exactly 40 million viewers watch the match on television? Obviously not. The word approximately itself shows that the number of people were near about these numbers. Clearly, 51,000 could be 50,800 or 51,300, but not 70,000. Similarly, 40 million implies much more than 39 million, but quite less than 41 million, but certainly not 50 million. We can take another example. After finishing your exam, you will come and say to your parent that I may get 50 out of 60. It is not exact marks what you are going to get. But after getting your result, will you say likewise? No, which is not possible. Whatever mark you got in your paper, that is the exact value. And which you told as 50, that is the approximate value. Now, estimating outcomes of number situations. See, there are many situations where we need to find answers more quickly. For example, when you go to a farm or the market, you find a variety of attractive things which you want to buy. You need to quickly decide what you can buy. So, you need to estimate the amount you need. It is the sum of the prices of things you want to buy. Otherwise, we can say during your weekend outing, you will just plan where you are going and how much you are going to spend. According to that, your dad will bring the money. Yeah, I can hear some voice that you are telling, no, my dad will always carry credit or debit card. Oh, no, it is possible. But for certain things, we need to take money. That time, we will estimate. We cannot take the exact value, but you will estimate the amount. Maybe it may be less or more. Likewise, this estimating outcomes of number situations will means there are no rigid rules when you want to estimate the outcomes of numbers. The procedure depends on the degree of accuracy required and how quickly the estimate is needed. The most important thing is how sensible the guessed answer would be. Okay, in this exercise we are going to see to estimate sum or difference or to find products. The general rule that we can make is round off each factor to its greatest place. That is, let me go with an example in multiplication. Estimate 81 into 479 using this rule. 479 is rounded off to 500. That is rounding off to hundreds. And 81 is rounded off to 80. That is rounding off to tens. And your estimated product is 500 into 80 is equal to 40,000. See children, when it is a general rule, always we must go to the highest place value. You can see in this sum 479, which is the highest place value of this number is hundreds. That's why we are rounding off to hundreds. In the case of 81, 8 is in the place of 10 and that is the highest place value. So we are rounding off to tens. And this is the way we must proceed when the general rule comes. Same general rule may be followed by addition and subtraction of two or more numbers. Okay, let us go to the exercise 1.3. The first question. Estimate each of the following using general rule. Subdivision A. 730 plus 998. You can see these two numbers having the highest place value as 100. And the question is using general rule. So we must round off to 100 only. When you round off 730, let us see. 730 round off to 700 and 988 will be round off to 1000. Okay, when you add these two numbers, what is the answer? The estimated sum is 1700. Okay, let us see question number B. 796 minus 314. Again, these two deals with highest place value of 100. So once again, 796 round off to 800, 314 round off to 300. The estimated difference, that is we are going to subtract. When you subtract, the answer is 500. Okay, children, can you do C and D as homework? Yes. See, in C, the highest place value, the numbers. Children, C and D will be the homework. Please check what is the highest place value for each number and then proceed according to the operation. Okay, let me go to the second sum. Give a rough estimate by rounding off to nearest hundreds and also a closure estimate by rounding off to nearest tens. So we need to find two answers. One is with nearest 100 and the other one is with nearest 10. And let me give the first sum as homework for you. That is subdivision A will be the homework. Now let me proceed with question B. Question B is 108734 minus 47599. In this, first by rounding off to nearest 100, that is the question they asked to find out nearest 100 and nearest 10. So we are doing nearest hundreds first. This 1,08,734 rounds off to 1,08,700. We are doing with nearest 100. The next is 47,599 rounds off to 47,600. The estimated difference is 61,100. The next step, by rounding off to nearest 10, we get 1,08,734 rounds off to 1,08,730 and 47,599 rounds off to 47,600. Now estimated difference in rounding off to nearest tens is 61,130. You can find the answer easily when they are asking nearest 100. Round off to nearest 100 means your answer also must be in hundreds only. If it is nearest 10 and your answer must be in tens value only. Okay, so please see to that. Let us move on to question C. 8,325 minus 491. The answer is, by rounding off to nearest hundreds, we get 8,325 rounds off to 8,300. 491 rounds off to 500. The estimated difference is 7,800. The next, by rounding off to nearest tens. Here 8,325 rounds off to 8,330 and 491 rounds off to 490. The estimated difference is 7,840. Next, question D. 4,89,348 minus 48,365. Here the first case, by rounding off to nearest hundreds. 489,348 rounds off to 489,300 and 48,365 rounds off to 48,400 and your estimated difference is 4,40,900. Then by rounding off to nearest tens, we get 489,348 rounds off to 489,350 and 48,365 rounds off to 48,370. The estimated difference is 4,40,980. Okay, let's move on to the last sum of this exercise. Question 3. Estimate the following products using general rule. Again, I want to remind you children, when we are using the general rule, we must see to the highest place value of the given numbers. Here, question A, 578 into 161. Here both the numbers deals with highest place value as hundreds. So 578 rounds off to 600, 161 rounds off to 200. So the product of 600 and 200 is 1,20,000. Now B and C is going to be the homework. The last sum, question D. 9,250 into 29. See, the first number, the highest place value is 1000. The second number, highest place value is tens. So 9,250 round off to 9,000 and 29 rounds off to 30. And your product of these two numbers will give you as 2,70,000. With this, the first chapter is going to end. I want everyone to be thorough with this chapter by practice. Please complete the homework sum also, which we will discuss in the next session. Once again, I am reminding you, exercise 1.3, first question, C and D as a homework. Second question, A is the homework. Third question, B and C is the homework. Thank you children. We'll see you in the next session.